Yeah. 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 Crawling out the depths, man. Tell me who is next, man. Feeling like the son of Sam. I'm at your fucking neck, man. Mess a plan, plotting, dropping, cotton, stopping, knotting, rotten, gotten fucked up. Get your bitch knocked up. This ain't luck, bruh. Look, I've been moving, I've been grooving, I'm improving, never losing. Now I'm cruising to the top. Tell that goofy bitch stop. Dots, cops, ops, not trying to do me bogus. Staying focused, swarming like some locusts. Moses out of Egypt. Moses not equipped. Bitch, look, read a book, grab a nook. Took them in, they took me in. I'm booking wins, my king gon' be straight. Great, EST, OAT, she believe in me. Heavenly, BOD, GOD, status, mathematics, class in session. Messing with the best, it's off my chest, can put to rest. That's RIP. Ooh, who you fucking with? Ooh, why? I blitz when I blang and blang when I blitz. Christmas gifts, presents, bliss, thick chicks, taking pics, mountains, bricks, hoes and tricks, rights, freedom, standing on shit. They took your shit, you taking it back. Brick by brick, you building it back. Yeah, one at a time. Can imagine that they lame in the game. We orangutans, they going insane, trying to eat your brain. We hard to tame, yeah, the game's been changed. We stranger things, danger in range. Bling, bling, King Kong at your door. Ding dong, soft in the middle. Ding dong, back and forth like ping pong. Coming and going, you just confused. Whole damn life you've been abused. The truth ain't easy to see, yet the truth gon' set you free. Come with me, we'll walk the path. 1 + 1, just do the math. It equals 3, the Trinity, infinity. Don't fuck with me. I'ma ride with my steed, and I got what you need. And you best believe with an ace up the sleeve, you can't conceive the dreams of me. Breathe deeply, creeping, peeping out the scenery, greenery. Team of 3 from Tempe, tempting me, tempting, but it's shallow. Shallow, hollow, hallelujah. That'll do ya on your scooter, Rudy Pooty. How they do it? I'm doing, I'm improving, never losing, cruising to the top. Stop, thoughts, cops, ops, nah. They can't figure out, I don't need the clout. Get about that, drop the drip, I flip the script, and you better come, cause you too legit. And we hit the hip, and we lift to lift, and locking it and socking it. Locking it and socking it. Yeah. Who that dude from the south of the world? I was deep inside of them catacombs. I was all alone, yeah, I hit that road. I found my soul. Back in the back, I'm back on that. Straight to the front, no cap on that. Strapped to my back, roll weight on that. I'm strapped, make a move, I'm waiting on that. Hellcat filled with packs, that's weight on that. Fat ass when it clap, that's weight on that. She dove on my dick, couldn't wait on that. I'm trying not to bust, trying to wait on that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying not to bust, trying to wait on that. Fat ass when it clap, got weight on that. Back in the back, I'm back on that. Straight to the front, no cap on that. Hellcat filled with packs, that's weight on that.
Yo, 1 second. I can figure out this mic and headphones. Try one more video. Better fuck this up. Let's see. One more song. What the fuck is it? What are I getting it in 11 years ago?
Yeah. 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 Big black hole, no tic-tac-toe. I tiptoe slow and I toe tag holes. Damn, what you want from me? You know my ass from the south to the go. I got the Holy Ghost, I got the highest most. Bitch asshole, what you lying for? Damn, what you want from me? You bitch asshole, what you dying for? Huh? Bitch asshole. Bitch asshole, what you dying for? Huh? Bitch assholes. Bitch asshole, what you lying for? Bitch assholes, bitch asshole, what you dying for? What you lying for? What you dying for? Bitch asshole, what they lying for?
Yo, what's up, fools? What's going on with this audio? Can y'all hear me? Got the microphone. All right, what are the songs we got here? What else we got here? Trying to sort them by popular. Let's see. Grand Junction and Justice. Song in here. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Look at him go, yo, dipping and diving. Let's do this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dipping and diving in, I'm diving and dipping in, divine, I'm dividing them, tongue-tying, I'm dividing among them, ripping limbs, tripping, I'm tweaking, screaming, geeking, and freaking, beaming, gleaming, I'm glowing, showing, I'm owning the moment, knowing my worth, gold say my name and it's merged, no fuck the pain and the hurt, throw water wave, catch and go surf, bro, let's go. Out of control, dark, deep dark in a hole, oh no fear in the soul's growth. And development, heaven sent, envelopment, spirit spent, soul bent, so sent, sentenced to descent, success sent, delivered, signed, sealed, healed, peeled away the onion, the core, poured, restored, water explored, ignoring the truth, goof, spook, spokes in the wheel, cogs in the steel, feeling stealing my time, shining light on your spine, mastermind, understanding scripture, freedom, ministry, healing your mind.
Yeah. I was moving and grooving and moving and losing, choosing and proving and doing what I'm doing and doing. Come on, you fucking mic, dude. On and sliding around, you fucking bitch. All right, y'all. What are we getting into? I'm in a fucking mood. I don't know why, dude. Something about that OTW stream yesterday got me in a fucking mood, man. Let's see what fucking let's see what this piss documentary that Snafu Snaps was so into.
Placing these bottles. Who was the vigilante?
Pissing in
Is
bottles.
a different person picking them up? Motorcycle friend named Robin, who
Piss saga. Good stuff, Snafu. All right. So Paul made his
they're like, hey, we like you, we care about you, we want to build a bond, we want to go create, right? We love you. And then you kind of give back nothing at all, or you're like, hey, just don't love me, don't care about me, right? And that's got to be what it is, you know. When I look at it, when I trace the steps back,
when I look at it from my perspective, I think it's a bit similar, but it's not like from the abandonment. It's more about trust. For me, it's like it's everybody's fucked me over that says they love me, right? So that's like, yeah, okay, whatever. So it's like I tend to just like, in the past 8 years now, I've kind of like eliminated all of those so-called friends, right? You know, and like it's like now I could count on one hand.
Sometimes I don't know what OTW is talking about. So I'm just checking my so I'm just what the fuck just came in. Sometimes I don't know what he's talking about. It's like you're responding to things and then it's just like word salad.
My inner circle, right? So it's like it's my mother, my daughter. These people tend to like rub off onto you, right? And then you kind of like imitate those similar characteristics that they have, which I've shown to have, you know, done more.
Whatever.
Not even important anymore. It's about I'm here every day. I've shown consistence, you know, just like the 1,000 unholy days of Enslavia. I've been doing this, and now it feels like I don't want to let it's not my audience. I just don't want to let
more for medical scans or intervention.
Yeah, it's like people turn into such fucking children, dude. Like we get on the subject of health, and it's like Snafu just can't shut the fuck up. Lubas can't shut the fuck up. It's like people turn into little fucking children with little fucking games.
Intervention, which at some point I may, you know.
States. But like I said, if you look at China and the food, the war, I'm saying you have to be a self-advocate and to use the tools given to us, such as the medical system.
Like the least unhealthy person, the least healthy person just can't shut the fuck up on the topic of health.
If we're in certain situations.
Something about the Hell Realm idea, I didn't want to accept it or believe that, but you know, and maybe I'm just at a low point and I'm negating all of the creation here, but it just seems if you're going to live spiritually with what's true and what's right, you're going to be fucking knocked around here and you're going to be put through the ringer, because this world is for those who want to be in it and of it, you know.
Spirituality includes the idea that there is a dark and there is a light, the yin and the yang. If you can't accept the duality of this world, then you will be led astray, right? Because there is a dark and there is a light, and accepting both parts of those
vegetables that work on certain different organs better than others, if you did that route. Or
I think there is a reason Paul meant it was spiritual stuff that he was concerned with, and I think there's probably something there, but I don't know what.
Yeah, I think there's something there too, because I actually became a vegetarian after I had my spiritual awakening, and it lasted.
Sort of people wanting to help me or whatever else. Like I have this almost opposite idea that like I'm supposed to just push on and forge ahead and have faith and over.
Life is about tribulations, trial through fire.
In life, if you're in enough pain and it won't go away and it won't stop, do you treat it that way? But yeah, I really didn't want to go there. I really didn't want to entertain that, and I would prefer to.
You know, Paul's saying he wants to hear from me, but I want to see him up on stage.
I agree.
Everyone wants
I'm
to
sure
see Paul on
you
stage.
do. I'm sure you do. Hey man, I'll be real about it. I've done like lectures and stuff like that, but you know, I've told you got balls, man. Getting up there and getting on stage and doing comedy takes a lot of balls, man. And I'm not saying I don't have it. That's why I'm on the OTW broadcast, because we find a home here, right? OTW. He's not picking up on me busting his balls, but
service here, like
no, I just haven't. Like Paul was telling me, I was, called Paul up to borrow $60 off him to get my car out of total. One time I got arrested, and he's like, "Dude, you ain't even gonna try to fucking. You're just gonna give him the money."
Where they're not pushing the and you know, designate yourself a number and then create some paperwork.
Brand out there more.
I mean, I'm half contemplating like kind of getting over this shit, dude. This panel, if Paul's not around on the Panelverse, dude, what is this shit? Like, the Panelverse is nothing without when Paul's not around. I'm talking about my channel.
Which is
Maybe
fine.
when I'm on point sometimes, when Paul's not around. But
So they're doing something.
Yeah, well, that's actually not the point. You know, Brian, it's not always about doing something, right? Okay. Something.
I don't know. I don't want to be negative. Like, what's up, Freedom Grower? Yeah, I wanted to get to Freedom Growers. Freedom Growers segment on here. Like, it was great to have Paul there, great to have a conversation, but I don't know. The conversation just stuck me in a mood for some reason. Like, I've been in a mood ever since. Like, I went to bed in a mood, woke up in a mood. I don't know, but I do want to get to Freedom Growers segment because, like, I have ups and downs how I feel about people. Like, it's just like I'll go from OTW's shit is so fucking trash and Landry and Flow State and all this shit when Paul's not around. And then even Paul saying like he, you know, he's taking a break, you know, it's become the same old, like, am I really putting the effort into it? So it's like, what's going on these panel verses right now? And I don't know. It just has more to do with me and what's going on with me and my sort of evolution. Like what I'm going through in life. It's not so much about these other panels, you know. It's like the same thing in comedy. Like at the end of the day, just sort of like do you and rise and don't worry about all these external fucking nonsense. Like the other open micers at the other comics at these open mics, these other Panelverse people, these other streams. Like if they're doing nonsense, they're just doing nonsense. Like just do you and just keep moving. You got to run the long, short game. Wait, I just realized the entire aspect of sex exists that doesn't involve a small penis. This fucking guy. Nah, but I like what Dick when Dick came on here and he was talking about his health recovery. Let's see where we're at.
Sometimes it's just the presence, you know. Sometimes it's just about you being there. That can just.
I feel like OTW like can say anything at any time, switch stances. Like I don't know. It's not about this dude. And it's weird. Paul never really goes at his ass. It's like I just want to fucking go at his ass, but it's like I don't know. Let's just see here.
You
So
could
I
have
was
made
like,
that.
It's like the chicks will tell you. There's got to be something more to this life. It's the I want more sort of syndrome, right? Where you go, okay, you know, I'd like to have some more money to take care of my basic needs. And
My life with these fucking 15-second clips. These clips. How much have we suffered through these fucking clips, dude? We only have so much time in this life, dude. I don't have time for your 15-second fucking clips, dude. I have to get rid of those, dude.
Problems. It's like
it's all the glory. Snafu gets none of it.
But one of these days, it won't happen. I'll just
Right, but his saying on when he's on the cross is not forgive them for they know not what they do. Is may they all burn.
This snowblower shit. Did you get one?
Oh, well,
anyone is that you're able to take care of yourself and get whatever you need for yourself. And,
Right.
you know, again, I would want for him what I'd want for me, to be as least amount of burden on anyone else and be able to take care of themselves as much as they can. And if you need help, of course, you know, there's always people there to help.
Oh yeah, no, that's totally understandable. But no, I use my car for like, you know, for to go to doctor's appointments or to go like just to have my car, to go wherever I need to go. So that's what I use it for, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of in a position where he almost needs to be Well, you don't ever need to be. There's always something you can do or start up. So I'm not going to like limit his potential. But if he's going to continue doing what he's doing, he almost needs to be near a city to do the gig stuff, right? And he's making damn good money, man. I was watching Brian O'Shea stream the other day. He's pulling in $50-$60 fucking an hour, Dr. O'Shea. He's making like chiropractic money on it.
Fix my clutch, Brian. I helped you with your car. Maybe you should help me with my car. I did.
I'm so over cars, dude.
I held a screwdriver.
I fucking hate cars.
It's not food. Somebody help me for a snowblower. I mean, someone will help you eventually with that clutch. I have faith in God.
Maybe.
They were very helpful to me. I can't even necessarily pinpoint which one it was. I have my intuition in it, but you know.
Dick, what was your illness? If you want it, like what are you dealing with? Like what kind of illness or sickness? Because you said years. I'm just curious. What were you dealing with?
I had migraines in perpetuity. I had digestive that was so sluggish and awful that I would go weeks on end without having a bowel movement. I had periods of stagnation where the pain was so bad in my.
Yeah, I'm just reading some of the comments here. Hardrick says Paul brings the best out of people, and when he's not around, they rebound and revert back to their looping. Landry is a prime example. Yeah, it's like OTW's gets it together when Paul's there, and then the second he's gone, it's just like, I'll have Flow State on, Cynthia, and all of a sudden they're friends and buddy, and then all of a sudden they're enemies, and it falls apart and they eat each other. And it's just this constant fucking loop that just makes anything OTW says, like, it's just word salad. You just flip flop at any moment. Like, it doesn't hold any fucking weight. And then, you know, Lubass and Snafu just fucking can't shut the fuck up. It's like, and we want to be on land with each other. And the Paul's like, yeah, you know, I told O'Shea I wouldn't mind having him on the land. And like him and anyone else, like Jack Talcott. And it's like, I think that's what set me off in a mood for some reason. It's just like, I just want to be like, fuck everyone, dude. Fuck this shit. Like, dude, getting lumped with like Jack Talcott. Like, you want Jack Talcott on the fucking land? Like, but it's like, what are our alternatives? Who the fuck? I don't know, dude. I get in these fucking moods and I get fucking angry. And I'm sure it's more about me than anyone else, but it's just like, I don't know. I just want to like rely on myself and like, I don't know, dude. I'm just like fucking angry at like other people for some reason, but it's not about them. It's like an inside journey, but I'm just sort of going through it at the moment. I just wanted to review this and see like what got me so fucking triggered, like what's got me in a mood. And I don't want to be negative because it was a cool conversation yesterday. I'm grateful that Paul came around and that OTW had the platform to do it. But I don't know. I just get into these moods that it might not. I don't know how to really articulate what I'm saying. So I'll just read a couple more of these comments. With Paul's broadcast, there's a clear and meaningful purpose behind it that most can immediately recognize. That trait is lacking with pretty much every other channel in this non-community, in my opinion. Agree with that. Paul brings focus to the conversation. They end up counting on him to be the message. You are frustrated because you realize humanity is fucked. Yeah, something like that. It's like, yeah, it's like frustration, dude. Yeah, you guys are hitting on some things, but like, so Dick's here in the conversation. I know OTW's in like, I liked what he had to say. I liked when you talked about, you know, you're trying to figure out your health, and then you didn't even want to shower in the hotel. You bought a solar shower. You went to a campground. You cooked your shit. Like, yeah, and I'm staying in a hotel right now, you know, for the first time in a minute, or staying indoors for the first time in a minute. So it is winter. So I understand what you're talking about. And it's not cheap staying in this hotel. Yeah, I might be making a good hourly rate and getting like jobs daily, but it's like basically what I make every day, I'm spending right back on this hotel. If something's going on with my card, And so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pay for the hotel today. Something's going on with my card. Like it's not working on every fucking, like I'm using these third-party sites to try to get a decent rate. And a couple of the ones, the main ones I've been using, like they're not letting me use my card anymore. They're declining it for some reason. And there's money in my account, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I had to pay extra yesterday to use a different third-party thing just to have my card go through. It's fucking pissing me off. Because I got a million fucking, like they've been charging me like, first it was 75, now 50 for incidentals, and it goes back to your card after 10 days. So those have been racking up, and like, I'm waiting for those to go back, but I don't know what's going on, why my card's not being able to be used. So it's just sort of frustrating. But like the whole thing, my car being towed, like I don't have access to all my shit. Like I'm in a fucking mood right now, man. I don't know if I'm making much sense, but let's listen to Dick here for a second.
Kidneys on my back and all this bloatedness in my.
Yeah, so he goes into like all his troubles, but I get to the part where he talks about how he's pulling himself out of it. Yeah, because he's basically, you're saying you quit your job, like you took a leap of faith, and I respect all that. And you know what I mean? Like it's weird how I vacillate with how I feel about people. Like when Paul not being around, and then O2W doing whatever the fuck he's doing with Landry and Cynthia, and then Dick coming up on there, and I'm just like, man, fuck all you guys, dude. Like, what are you guys doing? What are you talking about? What are you doing? But then people come around, and then I'll feel a different way about him. So then Dick starts telling his story, and then I'm like, all right, I'm fucking with Dick. Like, I like that Dick did this. I respect what you're saying, dude. I respect the moves that you made to get to your health, the moves you made with your job, the leap of faith, these different things you're doing, these different businesses, to starting the landscaping thing or getting into construction. Like, I thought that was all great stuff. So I don't know. Like, I'm in a mood about like everyone else except for Dick at the moment. But
my belly, that highest powered laxative they could. It did nothing for me. They gave me, you know.
Or if I mean, it's I guess kind of personal, but like what did you transition anything, or you're now full-time house husband with that broad over there?
So when I left, I had enough connections that I was able to work with smaller independent companies and be an independent sales rep, which means I was a hired gun. I didn't work for anyone directly. So I was still independent of these companies, but yet they would give me marching orders, and I was what you call a trunk slammer. You know, I'd drive around the countryside.
Thanks for your donation, Julian. It means a lot to me, dude. Julian, vigilant supporter. I appreciate you, dude. Sometimes I question if I like myself, and I'm like, oh, Julian likes me. There must be something good about me. But I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so Dick's getting into the meat of the matter right now. I kind of interrupted him, but he's talking about it.
With a bunch of different samples in my car, I'd go to music stores and I'd sell them brands that were not big enough to have a sales force, but were just big enough to start paying a commission or looking to maybe captivate a sales force. So they would take guys like me and try to bring them in-house. But I didn't want that, so I just stayed in that function for a few more years. And then I found out my wife was pregnant, and I realized, you know, it was still taking me on the road significantly more than I wanted to be. And while I was able to get the eating under control, because now that I was on the road, I had a whole system down, right? Like I wouldn't take showers in hotels. I wouldn't even stay in hotels. I'd save the money myself. I'd sleep in the car. I'd use one of those solar showers. I would cook all my meals on a little, propane burner that I had with me. And I would stay in campgrounds. And just that shift was very, very significant. Like I immediately noticed there was some sanity coming back, but I still had digestive issues. I would still, 4 or 5 times a year get just deathly constipated. And so I did leave that behind eventually. And then I decided I want to be very athletic and do something that's really going to keep my body moving. So I said, I'm going to get into construction. I want to build my own home. I want to learn about the construction trade. I met a guy who I was working on a hemp farm because they needed a hired hand. They were paying me, $15 an hour to go out and plant hemp plants. And I met this guy, Brandon. His kid had Dravet syndrome, and he was a refugee here in Colorado. And he wanted to make more money. He had a landscape background. So we started a landscaping business. And that was fucking great in the sense that now all of a sudden I was walking straight up a hill every day with buckets of rocks, or running a rake all day and digging and just doing all kinds of things that really got my lymphatic system moving, got my head clear, got me breathing again. But there was no like relief from the digestive or those type of things. It was like something I would live simultaneously with. And during that time, then I chose the diet of veganism, because veganism seemed like the thing that was the easiest on my digestive system. So I raw foods working, but what happened is my body broke down. I wasn't getting enough of the minerals and the nutrients.
Yeah, I can relate to that. That's why, like, my teeth started cracking too. Like, I've heard that, like, people with vegetarianism, even another guy's, he was saying it was happening to his wife. Yeah, you become brittle, like you were saying. So I definitely recognize that. So it's weird. It's like you're doing these things. You don't want to hurt animals, but then you start falling apart. So it's just it's interesting how these things
nutrients to keep your bones strong. And my teeth started cracking, and I felt like my bones were brittle. And I became very skinny. Like, people thought I had cancer because
That's exactly why I stopped
Dude, you're
being
emaciated.
That's exactly why I started eating meat again.
Cracked up. I barely even just
on these worlds. And then now, just admitted just last week here in the United States, check our local grocery stores. A lot of these meats have been $14.89 or all that, but
there's a number of different doctors who have the balls to come out and say, I'm not going to sit here and just respect. I have to have a thorough parasite cleanse.
Hey, and do better at comedy. And Damsel, good to see you. Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to sign my body? Later, guys.
Peace.
I hope you weren't planning on eating his brain.
Definitely reliable ways to deal with it now, though. That's the good news. I mean, and it's not actually anything new under the sun. It's just stuff that's been suppressed and held back from mainstream knowledge so that we would be dis-eased.
$5 days no cannabis, says Virgil. Pretty sure that's Virgil. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. So ever since my car got towed, I think it was the 25th, Thanksgiving. That was a Thursday, and then the next day, Friday, I think I smoked some weed, and I think that's Saturday. So let's see. So whatever, since like, what would that be? Like the 27th of November, like I didn't smoke weed, but then I did come across a little bit of weed when I was walking. I hate saying it, but like, I'm walking, I'm like, oh, there's a big fat roach. I pick it up, stinks like weed, smoking fucking street weed. You don't know what's in it, but I was just like, I don't know, but that's how easily like I could relapse. I call it a relapse, but like whatever. So I smoked a little bit of that the other night. Like it was a little roach, got me a little high, came back to the room, played a little chess, and but then it like kicks it off. So then I'm like, maybe I want to get some weed the next day. Or if like if it was easier for me, because I don't have updated IDs to go to these dispensaries, but I'm like, could update my ID, could hit these dispensaries. It's like kicking it off again, right? Like when I'm talking about how me and weed just ain't compatible at the moment. And then but it's good to see that like it seems like I do, like sometimes I don't think I have any influence on people. But then it seems like Virgil, like I don't know why he's off 5 days, but I think it had something to do with me like talking about it and him relating, and then him wanting to it's probably something that he's been thinking about. And then whatever, something about me getting my car towed and me being in a mood, talking about how I'm off the weed and how it's affected me. I feel like that motivated him to put down the weed. I could be wrong, but nah, like 5 days off, dude. So I mean, are you going through all the symptoms you're talking about, like the body aches, the cold sweats, not being able to sleep, whatever it is. I'm interested to know how it's going with you. For some reason with me, it's not that bad when I get off. Like I could seem to like I don't deal with a lot of symptoms like that. But what does come back like slowly but surely is like this crazy rage and anger, like me being in a crazy mood today. Like if I was smoking weed last night or smoking weed this morning, like I don't get in these moods, like this crazy emotions come back and this crazy rage and anger. And like, it's like this cycle that I've been going through for years, like, which becomes more like evident, I think, on these panels, like these past few years with Paul, like my ups and downs with weed and being on Paul's panel and just talking and like something about being online and having it in my face, like a mirror reflection of how I behave. Like all of a sudden I'll be real raged out on panels. And like, oh, Shay's off the weed. You need to smoke some weed. Smoke some weed, dude. You're so fucking angry. Fucking, this dude needs to smoke a joint. Jesus Christ. But it's a pattern. So, what's up, Big Stink? So, yeah, man. I mean, that's the weird thing about it is like someone offered me, I thought it was a weed pen at work. They're like, you smoke weed? I'm like, oh, sometimes, even though I was off it. And they gave me a pen, but the pen, I thought it had shit in it. And I'm like, oh, fuck, am I going to smoke this? So I accepted the pen. It's a pen right here, but it's a pen that you got to put your own, like it's one of the person I was working for. They invest, they start all these businesses and entrepreneur thing. They got a movie. This guy, Jeff, he made a movie. It's called The Late Game. It's a hockey movie. It's got real good reviews. I didn't check it out yet. But whatever. He's also in like the weed business, making weed pens with his business partner. So they gave me one of them. But you got to put your own wax in there or whatever. But it's just like if I move around in the world and I come across weed, it's like, just seeing it on the ground or I know you guys like, Jesus Christ, this guy's smoking roaches off the ground, but like, whatever. It's like some people die their joints out like halfway through. Step on them. And I see him on the ground, just a big fat half doobie. Great job. Young 15, great job. I just recently picked back up again. I found trying to take a break was crazy difficult for me this time around. I need to resolve it. You consider relapsing into black paneling. Yeah, my black panels are gone, dude. When I hit the live link, I used to have like my pick of like 10 different black panels, but now I hit the live link and like, I don't know, it's just all like mainstream. There's no more black panels. I don't know if that Mo 3 sector, I don't even know how I ended up like in that world of having black panels suggested to me. It was something about rap music and Mo 3. And there used to be it seemed like there was a lot more panels and there was always arguing, but like, whatever. How productive is that stuff though? Like, cause there's that whole world of like arguing on panels. Fucking Flow State had some fucking terms for all these different panels. It's argument adjacent, fucking all these terms for all these different types of panels. It's panels that are just drama arguing. All right. I don't know what the fuck where I'm going today, but I got to go to a job in like whatever, a couple hours, hour and a half or something. So let's see where we're at here.
And sick and depraved and stuck on big pharma.
I can't believe that I'm strongly considering taking dietary advice from Lou Bass. Like, what does it come to?
Yeah, the no carb thing. I mean, it definitely would be something to consider. I mean, I was doing ribeyes basically, getting a good price on ribeyes, doing ribeye steaks all day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, bacon, eggs, yogurt. Like, you're going to get a couple carbs out of yogurt, but if you get like one of those like Greek yogurts, no sugar, just plain. And then what would I add? I'd add a little bit of honey. I think, I don't know how much carbs honey has. Did I add a little bit of honey to the yogurt? Or you could just eat the yogurt plain and have like minimal carbs. But Yeah, I mean, experimenting. It could be crazy to go from vegetarian to fucking carnivore, but could be interesting nonetheless. To experiment with these things.
Well, you're just experimenting. You're your own discernment. So whatever you do, you're going to be the determining factor of, does this actually benefit me or hinder me? And you'll have to feel your body, you know. And if you try something different, you just be very present with it and be real. Don't lie to yourself. If it actually helps and you drink some chicken broth, now don't go in and have a steak either. Have chicken broth. Really good quality free range chicken. Start.
Yeah, it's a good suggestion. Like, I was immediately going to go to steaks, but I never really tried that. But yeah, that collagen, or you said was coating your stomach. Yeah, that's a good discussion right here.
There, and just drink that. That's just the highest quality of that you can get. It wasn't a hard food, and I could just drink that, and I knew personally I've benefited from that.
Products like that. Fuck man, kefir. Expensive as hell.
Saying that glyphosate's not a problem, that's insane. Like that's the delusion that really just, it always never ceases to amaze me. It's like, now I'm going to ignore poison on my food and act like that's not a problem because I have an argument about meat. The two don't correlate. It doesn't, you know, one doesn't wipe out the other. This stuff is horrible to have on our food. If we're not able to access organic foods, it sucks that it has to be that label, because that's all it is just a word. And it shouldn't be that way. And you can't even trust that label. You know, if you know anything about organic, it has a lot of loopholes of toxicity and problems with that as well. But you got to get clean food, and then you got to prepare it correctly. So if it's not from a natural source, you don't know where it came from, that's suspect. I'm not saying I don't eat that shit, but when I do, I regret it. And it does affect me. And none of us are immune to it. You know, we may have better genetics than the next guy, get by for so many years, think we're skating by, everything's all good, until you have your health crisis, and all of a sudden you're fucked. And if you haven't researched or listened to any of this info, you're just driving blind at that point. You're going to go to the doctor and say, what do I do, doc? He's going to fuck you up, in my humble opinion, you know.
So the food's different in like Europe or Japan.
If it's acorn, if it's organic, it definitely, if it's not been sprayed. Or
you got a backyard or some nature around you, some dandelions, some like you said, it gets shit that's not sprayed, but
you know, that we utilize and consume should actually go back into the process to be reborn again, so it can live once again and be bountiful.
So it'll know you're there. It'll know you. Yeah, it'll get your signature. Full. So if they know you're around, they're going to provide what you need as well.
Correct.
It's true, because you can have a tree, but all the brands of grass that are growing around there, they're not dying off because the tree's there. So for some reason, the tree is not taking up all of the nutrients, or else the grass wouldn't grow around it.
It's balance. It's
so if the tree was selfish and took all the nutrients, then you wouldn't have those little grass blades sticking out of the ground.
They stick to the code. It's the duty. If you're happy and prosperous, it's your duty to help other men who aren't.
Of the plant communicating with its geography to bring in what it needs to communicate with, to have that collective relationship with what's around it to create the homeostasis. And I'm not trying to be like overly wordy in that. It's just the best way I can describe it, that this thing is actually creating the balance around it by attracting in, you know, it's using those sugars and proteins through the root system, bringing it all in, not just the biology, but also the plants it needs, because then those plants are working the soil in the way that releases for the bigger tree what it needs. That's fucking how we're supposed to think. They got us thinking, how can we ask AI in a better way to tell us what the fuck we're supposed to do next?
Right. Yeah. Learn from nature. Yeah. I mean, like, how do we start our communities? How should we move as a society? Yeah, just observe nature. Pro Trip 7 would talk about it all the time. Just look at nature. It'll give you the answers. Yeah, because AI is just trying to simulate the perfection of nature. Oh, AI is so awesome. It's perfect. No, nature is perfect. The trees are perfect. Yeah, it's weird. Says there's some kind of respiratory thing going around, much like the last pandemic with people. Yeah, it was weird. When I was in LA, dude, I was in an auto parts store and one dude like fell out. The ambulance came. Like, I don't know, I just fell down. It was like right before COVID hit. And then I was at another spot, like some fucking coffee place or something. And then it was like an Asian lady, her husband, she had a couple kids. And I think the Asian lady, it's either the lady or the husband, like just fell out. Like these people were just like dropping, like falling out. It was weird. They were just like fainting, like hitting their head and then having to call an ambulance. And they don't really know what's going on. So I don't know if that was some 5G shit. They turned something on. It was affecting different people differently. But I remember a couple people fell out, and then you would hear things. Oh, people are just falling out. People are fainting. People are just dropping. They don't know why. And all of a sudden, some COVID hit, and lockdowns, lines at stores. Shit got fucking weird. This is Julian. Thanks. I was buying THCA, and it got me sick, probably sprayed. If I do end up using cannabis again, it'll only be organic grown. I get frustrated with it all and just play my guitar. The whole shit show is disgusting, and yes, I'm part of it. You're literally in the mark of the beast phase of the scripture. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So if OTW or you are playing a guitar, okay, if the numbers are low, it's not a big deal. But you guys do have skill with that. Like if I see you guys playing, I admit, like I don't necessarily stick around and watch, but that is technically better than like whatever these goofy conversations are sometimes, like the whole Landry, Flow State, Cynthia, fucking nonsense, just talking about whatever, dude, and reviewing each other, talking about whatever, like. But when you guys pick up your guitars, yeah, there's skill there. The numbers might be low, but yeah, you guys have skill in those instruments, dude. That's a point I was touching on yesterday. Like me, a stand-up comic. Like, dude, I'm gonna play this video in a second here, but like, fuck stand-up comics, dude. Fuck stand-up comedy. Like, it's fucking nonsense. Nightclubs, alcohol. Oh, I gotta get new material. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Our home. Our communities are the fucking stage. We don't need to go to some alcohol fucking comedy club. I'm a comedian. Yeah, I've been to fucking thousands of open mics. I put in the work. Like, do I have tons of material? Like, you guys see the same material. Like, oh, you got to get new material. But it's like, fuck these like concerts and going somewhere and paying for tickets and alcohol and fucking security and strip search to the door. And give your phone to the comedy club and put it in a little bag and retrieve your phone after the show and submit, comply, and obey. It's like, dude, all this is at home. Every home had a piano at one point. You know, we fucking go out in the fields during the day. We fucking, come home at night. We have a good meal. And after the meal, Dick will pick up the guitar. Someone else will sing along. Entertain each other. We don't have to fucking pay people and buy these CDs. Like every home and family is capable of being entertaining, being musically inclined. Like this whole thing was like other people and they're so talented and we got to pay them and watch them and fucking go here and go there. No, it's all just part of the home and the community. Like this is a funny person that could tell a story. Dick busts out the guitar. Another guy tells a story that's funny. Fucking this person does this, does a little singing. This person does some dancing. This person does fucking, I don't know. Someone's painting. Someone's doing, you know what I mean? Like, Need to be grounding with an EMF protective hoodie to protect you from the 5G. It was balanced, and we played the piano because we are creative beings, not for credit or validation. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when I go on stage, if it doesn't go extremely well, like I'm just not happy. Like, and it doesn't matter what the jokes are. If I told them 100 times, and I'll play the video of a guy talking about it. There's this guy Red Bar who hopefully I still have the video. I might not. I find it. Origin of Anger. Yeah, here it is. So let's just see
what
this.
is it about comics? Do comics just bug you in general? Because I know you had a thing with Fenoya, you had a thing with Amy Miller, you had a thing with Patrick Melton, and you kind of go on these attacks, and they're stand-up comics, and it makes it, for a guy like me, who, look, I'm not fucking friends with everybody, but I look at it, if I worked at Chase Bank, and there's another person that works at this bank, and they're being attacked, it makes it very difficult for me to be seen walking around my Chase Bank with you.
Yes, exactly. So I've known comedians for quite a long time. And so when I started bringing comedians on the show here, I forget what year it was, but we were bringing on, TJ Miller, that group of people, everybody in Chicago who's out in LA now, that was the group. You had TJ Miller out here, Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah.
Had all those guys. And so they would come on the show. And then when they moved, we had, the next generation of comics come on the show. And they all share a common sickness, the comedians. I feel that they share a personality trait, and that trait has something to do with getting on that stage night after night and bombing for the first 4 or 5 years, over and over again. Now, I've tried stand-up many times, and when you go up and you don't do well, you go, this is, who the fuck would want to do this again? So to have this brain where you go, I need to do that again. I need these laughs. And you know what? It's not about, I can't speak for every comedian, but I would say 95% of comedians, they're not going on stage because they have something important to tell you. They're going on stage because they need the laughs. They need the applause.
It's extremely selfish. It's extreme, and that's the problem with a lot of these comics who pick an agenda and pick a side, whether it's right or left. You're like, guys, let's stop pretending that you have a fucking bigger message. You want to get your dick hard off of laughs. You want to fuck a chick after the show. You want to make a lot of money and have nice things. This is why we all do it. Now, if you can have a message or have something important to say within that, I think it's great to do that. But let's get real. We're all just narcissists.
So here's another thing. Interesting thing about comedians. Comedy is open to anybody. So this is how comedy starts. If you live in a city, Chicago, New York, or Los Angeles, there's open mics everywhere. And open mics are great. Open mics are a great place for drifters to show up and hang out with a large group of people without having to be invited and without having to ask.
Right.
So you've got a lot of people that get addicted to this going out every night business. And nobody's ever calling them, hey, dude, let's go hit up the open mic. Usually it's individual people showing up by themselves and hanging out all night. So I think it draws in a kind of a crowd of losers, and a lot of these people get into stand-up because they kind of like the hanging out factor every night too. So I think you're starting with a corrupted group of people. Like I said, there are, of course, exceptions to that. There's a lot of great people who need to go up there and say these things and change the world. But I would say most of them are frauds that learned this magic trick over 6 years.
Yes,
and
stand
now
up.
just in this thing.
Stand up, the way that I look at it, and this is just the truth, right? You should look at stand up comedy as, the same way you would put a movie on and you press play and you go, ha, I'm going to laugh at that for an hour and a half. And then you go home and you get over it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that there needs to be, or in stand up, I think we romanticize it and we try to turn it into this thing where we're changing the world or we're affecting people's lives in some other way. It's like, no, dude, making people laugh is enough, But I think it's kind of interesting you bring up the I mean, really, just the lack of a barrier of entry at all. Like, it just doesn't exist. Anybody who can get up and do it. And I'm seeing that happening with broadcasting and with podcasting as well.
Yes.
Do you think that there should be, some sort of barrier of entry? Do you think iTunes should put on some sort of like, all right, dude, you got to have 10,000 downloads for your podcast before we're even going to list you?
No, I don't think so at all. I think that's the responsibility of the comedians. Outside of the comedian podcast circuit, it doesn't really work that way. So this is how comedians work. And this is why I don't get along with them. And you brought it up at the beginning of the show. In order to be friends with some of them, you kind of got to be friends with all of them. So they don't let you hate on other comedians. So, for instance, you go to an open mic and let's say 30 comics are there. And I'm there to hang out with the 4 cool ones, the 4 ones that are meant to be comics. And I want to hang out with them.
It's funny you're bringing this up because there's literally a dude, there's a fucking albino, there's a nerd, there's a thug who spent some time in prison. It's like we all shouldn't be hanging out together.
Old woman carrying a basket. And listen, I'm supposed to treat all these people with respect. These people are psychos, so I'll go to these shows and I would go, look at this guy, he's a fucking. And then that word gets around, oh, Mike talks shit. Well, yeah, of course. Look at these people you're forcing me to interact with. I'm not supposed to be with them.
That's fucking hysterical. I've literally never heard anybody break it down that way. But these people are not. There's a homeless guy. There's a guy that works on Wall Street who makes $100,000 a year.
Yes.
That's fucking
and now talk about comedy now. I mean, now forget about it. I'm glad that I got out then because, I was going to move to LA 4 years ago. What would I have done?
Are you still wearing enough layers to insulate Alaska?
You need the new 300.
Now in LA, talk about comedy now. I mean, now forget about it. I'm glad that I got out then because, I was going to move to LA 4 years ago. What would I have done now in LA? I mean, I'd be finished.
Yeah. Well, no, man, who knows, dude? You're a good looking guy. You dress well. You're a very funny guy. You're charismatic. So you might have just turned into a phony and played the game and gotten rich.
These guys, they're not even doing stand-up anymore. They're marching. My ex-co-host, there's a picture of him on the air. He's holding up a sign, "Now Fascist America." This is not what I got into this business for.
And there's nothing funny about it. It's like, look, you could have convictions and you could have things, but it's like, at the very least, like, if you're on social media, they're looking for you to be funny. And even if I have a message to send on social media, like I've been posting political shit lately just because it's so big in the news right now. It's always trying to be funny. I'm not really on either side.
Let's forget about funny. Be creative. That's all we're asking for. Be creative, be unique, have passion. But when you see people just repeating, this is this whole political thing. What lost me on the comics with this one, another disaster from the comics, was that they stopped being creative. They just started parroting, what everybody else was saying. And you're seeing Chelsea Peretti, 60 tweets a day. Trump must be stopped. Trump. There's nothing special in that anymore. These are, I thought these people had a little more talent, but they're not showing any talent anymore.
It's funny because, it's a dangerous climate to even go and tweet about anything at all with any opinion, because I don't have an opinion. I'm very in the middle. I think Trump's a buffoon. I think Hillary's a criminal. I didn't vote for either one of them. So I make jokes literally against both sides. I made a joke about Mike Pence, thinking he was at a slave auction, not at Hamilton. And I have dudes on the right going like, how are you white knighting? How are there white knights now on the alt-right going, you can't say that about Pence? Like, where the f did your sense of, as soon as these guys get into power, your sense of humor goes out the window?
It's really weird. My whole deal is that I'm not on the right. I need people to know that, because I think I got a lot of people now thinking I'm part of the right. I even had Gavin message me this morning, Gavin McInnes, talking to me. I think he thinks that I'm on one of these, Steven Crowder type of right-wing media men that have emerged. I am not one of those. I don't care about the right side of politics, and I don't care about the left side of politics. I care about reality and respecting that. And I've always liked to stand on the outside and go, is that part of reality or not? Is this, rational, what this person is saying or not? And with this election, what they've made you do is join one side or the other. And if you're in the middle, if you're on the outside and you're just picking apart what seems to be nonsense, you're going to get hate from each side, which is incredible.
Yeah.
We need to bring people back to that reality portion, which is in the middle.
Funny though, is I think most people are in the middle though. I think 90% of the people are in the middle, and then 10% of the people are really far right or really far left, but they have the biggest voice because you said it. They practice the loudest. So
There
those
you
are the
go.
ones that are beating the drums, and those are the ones that are tweeting at you. But most of the time, most people agree. Most people think Trump's a buffoon and Hillary's a criminal. Everyone kind of looks at that. And I think there's a thing, I really can't say this enough. It's like comedians, I think it's our job, or forget comedians, right? With what we do, whether we're doing podcasting, radio, stand-up comedy, if we're creating entertainment, I think it's our job to look for the bullshit, find the bullshit, expose it, and make fun of that.
There you go. It's very hard to do that right now without, like you just said, getting attacked. If you do say something about, the Trump side of things, you're going to get all those guys attacking you. And if you say something about the left, they assume you're part of the alt-right. I've had this comedian, Mike Bridenstine, he went nuts after the election, like many comedians did. Again, you said 90% of people are in that rational thing. Comics, though, I would say 90% of comics had a full meltdown after the election. Maybe not in New York. Well, yeah, in New York as well.
Yeah, they were having meltdowns.
Circle seems to be more of like the manlier group of comics. But definitely in LA, they have shut down business. There's working on, stopping Trump still to this day.
Welcome to my annual travel gear review roundup, where I show you the favorite things that I've been using, as well as some new gear that I'm excited about testing for next year. Like in previous
Yeah. So there's this dude named Crackamico. Go to his channel, and he's made a bunch of songs about all these comics. So I think we'll just run through. He's a very talented rapper. I think we'll just check out some of his songs. I'm just going to go through his most popular ones and see what we got. So I don't know if you're familiar with Tom Segura and Two Bears, One Cave, Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer. But he made a song about them we can check out. Some of these songs are pretty long. We might just check out snippets out from them.
This is it. Man, these fat motherfuckers ain't funny. They ain't giving nothing, all they do is take money. And it's so gay, they getting paid. That's why I'm putting 2 beds in 1 grave. And you can never dig them up. Ay, 2 crack in it, bitch, I'ma hit them up. Gotta get back to the money, got millions, I stick them up. You might stack a lot of money, but your soul ain't getting saved. Hey, it's 2 beds, 1 grave. Follow Rogan like some faggoty bitches. Pretty sad that we magically knew who cat really dissing. Some raggedy dick quiz, careers tragically slipping. And that's why McAfee see you in that dramatically different. It's actually fitting, your reputation drastically shifted. Something's burning, I think you got too many hacks in the kitchen. When I break my foot off in your ass, you gon' be practically shitting and pissing and wishing that we would drink your maggoty liquor. Got a rich Lord dad, you ain't never had to suffer. You work for L. Ron Hubbard, you a Scientology, baby, need I say more? Every bit of the rely is stolen from J Moore. You a fat bitch, why you keep taking them antibiotics? Losing weight, but you still got the face of an alcoholic. If it ain't a drinking problem, then I don't know what to call it. You done drink yourself retarded, you dumber than Lauren Compton. Watch him drink more liquor to fucking more quicker than I get fucked up for saying the word nigger. And that's what you get for making these dumb bitches pay $10 whole for 69 minutes. Time you gotta get back to your old gimmick instead of wearing gay clothes and popping that old Ozempic while you call me gold digger. Play around with your little shrimp dick. Better let the real father come over and see his kids, bitch. You grew up privileged, more than just a richer kid. Why you acted broke when your dad in the mirror lit your biz? Now we resting in peace and it's got my heart torn. How you forcing your widow mommy to do that fart porn? I'm here policing comedy. These bitches got no talent. Swear to God they hit the lottery. The last Skank Fest, them comments was saying hi to me. This year they gon' be quiet like they got a tricky out of me. I'm aiming at your temple, I got no need for apologies. These motherfuckers stars and I don't believe in astrology. Now half a stand-up comedy can't stand me like neuropathy. I turn my sociopathy to self-fulfilling prophecy. Baby, I hit 'em up. 2 crack in it, bitch, I'ma hit 'em up. Gotta get back to the money, got millions, I stick 'em up. You might stack a lot of money.
Yeah, this dude's super talented. He's kind of blowing up at the moment. He already done should been blown up, but he's got big numbers on these videos. Dave Portnoy diss. We'll just run through some of his most popular ones.
Don't tell me to shut up. Don't shut the fuck up, you bald fuck. Oh, big boss man, don't tell. I'll tell you, you work for me. Okay, go ahead. Continue. You little bitch, you work for me. Sure. Okay. For now. Oh, you don't? Okay. You're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever they want. Yes, I think people should be allowed to make jokes. So how many motherfucking Jews haven't you killed before you stop?
Hey, you could joke about death, you could joke about rape, you could joke about Indians or dead babies, laughing at whatever the fuck that you wanna. Only one thing is sacred, that's Davey. Don't joke about Jews, nah. Don't joke about Jews, hey. Don't joke about Jews, don't joke about Jews, don't joke about gay. You can laugh about blacks, you can laugh about gays, you can laugh about immigrants in them cages. Joke about anything on this earth, but if it's about Jews, then you might as well save it, bitch. Don't joke about Jews, nah. Don't joke about Jews, hey. Don't joke about Jews, don't joke about Jews, don't joke about Jews, don't joke about David, you are a homo, retarded shlomo, dishing what you can't take. Portnoy, the Jewish faggot, stop trying to drag it, mad at the jokes we made. El Rey's the Rente is losing his mind, loading my Glock, got him screaming out 9. How about I tell you some jokes, Mrs. Portnoy, and you tell me what's over the line. All of you people controlling the media, changing the weather, controlling our minds. Hollywood pedophile lawyers and slum lords that would do anything for a dime. What if I said something that you ain't like? What if I called you a kike? What if I noticed somehow you make money whenever a color man spits in a mic? What if I told you that Israel is evil and it's time to rise up and free Palestine? Or maybe all parties involved are retarded and things would be better if all of them died. Especially the children, I hate them the most. Raise up your glass, I'm proposing a toast in honor of freedom to make any joke even though there's a victim within every roast. You could joke about death, you could joke about rape, you could joke about Indians and dead babies, laughing at whatever the fuck that you wanna. Only one thing is sacred, that's Davey. Don't joke about Jews, nah. Don't joke about Jews, hey. Don't joke about Jews, don't joke about Jews, don't joke about gays. You can laugh about blacks, you can laugh about gays, you can laugh about immigrants in them cages. Joke about anything on this earth, but if it's about Jews, then you might as well save it, bitch. Don't joke about Jews, nah. Don't joke about Jews, hey. Don't joke about Jews, don't joke about Jews, don't joke about Jews, don't joke about.
What else we got here? Let's see. Predator.
Now that I'm saving money on therapy with Rula, I can afford all the plants I want.
Hey, it's a gay guy.
At an average of $15 a
What
session,
what
maybe I can finally afford my own place.
gay
Your
couple.
own place?
Rula, we could butt fuck here all day.
mental health care.
Hey.
Oh, really, dude? Oh, there's a ring of pedophilia that the top producers know about and confide in each other in and keep kids and pass them around and fuck them? Oh, really, dude? This is how you know life rips.
Hey, no dance, bitch, you know the deal. Tap my name on your wrist so I know it's real. Bitches over 20, that's just no appeal. Beat the box on like I'm Holyfield. I feel like a predator. A predator, a predator. Fuck the money and the fame, I'm a predator. A predator, a predator. What's my motherfucking name? I ain't playing with you bitches. I got a family, I ain't staying with you bitches. Fuck that, ain't no code, but I've been praying on you bitches. Pull up with daddy's milk and spread on you bitches. Bet my wife don't know the difference. What's your Snapchat and what's your OnlyFans? Oh, you only 16, what's your Instagram? Baby, where your bottle at? I hope you like to drink. I'm mostly sober, but I bought you this Moscato pink. You don't even gotta think, I can do it for you. Move you in a house with 30 bitches and record you. If I get caught, I'll apologize on video and lie to my audience and wife as I live my double life as a predator. Predator, predator. I ain't never gonna stop, I'm a predator. A predator, a predator. To the day I drop, all I do is pray, pray, pray. All I do is pray, pray, pray.
This dude's out of control. All right, LA is gay. So 3 years.
Gay, 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 gay. West Coast, gay. East Coast, flame. I feel like y'all don't believe me, so let's read some motherfucking names. Boy, we got CK in it, bitch. Big J in it, bitch. Louis J in it, bitch. Lot of Daves in this bitch. We got Shane in this bitch. Danny Souls in this bitch. Mark Norm in this bitch. Jim Norton in this bitch. Plenty more in this bitch.
And y'all got Whitney Cummings.
LA is so fucking gay. They all woke. Better watch what the fuck you say. It don't joke. East Coast, we don't fucking play. We want smoke. LA, y'all so fucking gay. So fuck LA. And that song guy, fuck your best comedian. His name is Brandon Schwab. We'll fuck him in his face, and we don't care. Why the fuck does Bill Burr even live there? LA so motherfucking gay. What you really trying to do? I better watch how I say this baboon fucking name, cause I probably end up getting sued. This shit got me in a mood. You supposed to take a joke at your motherfucking age. You tape a special and bomb out the stage worse than Travis bomb your fucking face. I gotta say, you're basically Aaron Hernandez. Just look up the stats and y'all one in the same. Both in the closet, you cheat on your women and chronic traumatically damage your brain. Bet if y'all stuck to the sports, you'd be fine. Could've laid in the back of the cut and just chilled. Only real difference between you and Aaron, what he did was funny and you've never killed. Back in high school, what Letterman? Now you wanna get on David Letterman. The shit's so sad, man, the joke's so bad that he couldn't even get on top of Letterman. Knocked on the door, but she ain't never let him in. Had to tell his woman he was gonna be a better man. On the television, he be lying like a weatherman. Taking down the videos and flushing all the evidence. Crying like a bitch, man, this shit is sickening. You won't even stand up for your brothers when they innocent. Enough about him, I'll give you back to your owners. I promise these cats ain't gonna stop till you're homeless. And that's just one of y'all comics in the land of the fake toxic. I'ma keep the rest of y'all in my back pocket. You better act like Kobe in the cockpit, just drop it. LA is so fucking gay. They all know. Better watch what the fuck you.
This dude's fucking out of control, dude. He goes fucking hard in the paint. God damn. So we'll just go in order of popularity here. This one's from a couple months ago.
Yo, it's Billy Burka. Yo, we get rehab money, baby. It's brutal.
Alla shiki Luigi Mandon. Hey, I feel Luigi Mandon.
Yo,
we getting rehab money.
Yeah.
We getting rehab money. I am a cook, I got a shitty black and white.
Yeah.
I am a cook, I got a shitty black and white.
It's brutal.
We getting rehab money.
Yo,
we getting rehab money.
Now that rehab money got them selling their souls. If they wasn't telling jokes, they be selling they hoes. They do anything for dollars, even say a prayer to Allah. Balaclavas on their faces just to pack out a show. Whoa, Chris Stefano, I had to let you know this festival might rest your soul. They colder than the Eskimos. The episodes you drop must not be making no sense. Mr. Ross only going cause there's no age of consent. Guess the roast master general demoted to lieutenant. I'm the lord of this land, I'm evicting these lieutenants. Who didn't expect Tommy Buns to take the Saudi funds? Probably for a Rolex, he don't give the kids a mommy none. No. Aziz needs this, I'm rooting for him in the end. Cause how could you get canceled for being a horny Indian? Wow. I can't believe what I'm seeing is Pete Davidson. Made a lot of money, but I guess he ain't been saving none. Hey. Never forget, well I guess he forgot. Now he performing for the animals that took out his pops. Yo. Does he even know? And shit, probably got bad friends like Sadi Santino and Hammer Robbie Lee. Pulled that little penis out on stage where he gonna be a goner first time out the country. Whoa. Unless we count in Tijuana. I wonder why they canceled on Tim Dillon. Wow. Probably cause they heard about the men that he been drilling. Not ratting, I'm chin chilling, but what about Miss Whitney? Voice for strong women? Bitch, you gotta be shitting me. I remember you vividly, Simon D'Elia wickedly. You headed to a place where they treating women maliciously, beating the bitches viciously, physically dominating hoes. Silver lining, we can't see her body when it's draped in robes. True. She gon' fit right in with the ancient ruins. Hey Sebastian, what are you doing? They go for payroll, do whatever you say so. Kirsten, haven't you seen what they do to gay hoes? Squeeze you like your Play-Doh, on God, they'll murder.
So it's tripping. They performed in Saudi Arabia. I guess Saudi Arabia is supposed to be our enemy or something. All right. Never be a comic. I know Steve O from fucking, we went to AA meetings together in the Hollywood Hills, some fucking mansion. It was a Rothschild mansion. The guy was married to a Rothschild, the guy in AA. We'd have AA meetings in their guest house thing. It was like this most opulent. I was literally in a Rothschild house, dude. The woman, a female Rothschild, was married to this dude who used to be married to Ginger Spice. Spice Girl. He's like a UK dude, but it'd be like all these like Hollywood heavy hitters would show up for this AA meeting, and Steve-O would show up there, and we'd do the AA meeting. And I sort of got Steve-O's number, and he invited me to one of his shows. But that's my Steve-O LA fucking.
Hey, you might be an actor, you may be a writer, you might be a rapper, you may be a fighter, but you'll never be a comic. Nah, nah, no, you'll never be a comic. Nah, nah, nah. You might be a clown or a slut or a game show host, but you suck and it ain't no joke that you'll never be a comic. Nah, nah, no, you'll never be a comic. Nah, 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 never be a comic. That's probably why Shaw quit. Only took a decade for him to realize he dog shit. Worse than Lauren Compton, she gave us an option to stare at saggy titties while you listen to a bombing. While I'm on the topic, talking about them thought sluts, freak hoes. Biggest hoe of all is a bitch named Steve. See another man with money and you throwing his dick. Mr. Glover, I think you getting too old for this shit. Maybe you should wrestle. Pussy made a PowerPoint and sold it as a special. Sober shit, I'm sick of y'all. You funny, you're on chemicals. You need to get some fentanyl and put it in your vessel. You might be an actor, you may be a writer, you might be a rapper, you may be a fighter, but you'll never be a comic. Nah, nah, no, you'll never be a comic. Nah, nah, nah. You might be a clown or a slut or a game show host, but you suck and it ain't no joke that you'll never be a comic. Nah, nah, no, you'll never be a comic. Nah, 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 nah. Hey. Michael Rappaport, Michael Slappaport, all because he brought up that little bitch that dragged your ass to court. Mr. He be hero all day yelling in his phone. Moms would probably let you in to hear you slapped another shlone. Now T.I. acting wrong, gotta get back dropping songs. Got arrested for weapons, got out and started dropping bombs. Remember when you was the king of the South? Now you're king of retard, famous for the teeth in his mouth. And Craig might be a rapper with some funny shit to say, but that comedy so motherfucking gay, that's why I'll never be a comic. Nah, cause
Kate Quigley, yeah, she fucking Tripoli introduced her to me, and then she started like liking stuff on my Instagram back in the day. I probably could have hooked up with her. We got Crackamico, the simp one, a couple weeks ago. This
a lot
is
of
the
shit you guys say in general, I think is stuff that's kind of childish. I'm turning from a simp to a pimp. All right, bro, can we grow up?
I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
You know it's hard out here for a simp. Shows when you're trying to give your honey every cent. With all the flavored podcasts, money spent. We let them bros talking shit on Fresh and Fit. You know it's hard out here for a G. Shows when you find out that you're woman for the street. Is it really worth the bombs and machine? You getting scum blooded, please do not redeem. In my eyes, I done seen some crazy things from these chicks. Guess the marriage didn't go how they arranged it to be. Say his name, I regains, put you in a headlock. Motherfucker turned a red pill into a red dot. Headshot, Dred Scott, never seen this type of whipping. Got you tripping, gave her 2 rings like a gymnast. Now she flipping, caught you slipping. Need to stop the ticky-tocking, clock is ticking to that hoe. Drop a phone, hit the kitchen, do the dish. Drop a special full of some hack bits. Ironically named it Gaslit. That's some sad shit. Need to head back to the gas pump where your dad is. If you ain't gon' keep your hands strong, then drop the black set. Fuck that shit, I hope you rise and turn to a savage. No more buying them Birkin bags when they come with baggage. You was trying to hone your craft, she was with them frat kids. They was busting out of back while they playing Madden. Man, I ain't trying to make you mad, I hate that this happened. Time to take off on your carpet, gotta drop the Jasmine. That's what happens when you go 30 years of life and never get none. Looking like a poo don't mean you need to be a simp, son. Cash, please keep your cash free. On the other side, the grass green with no jazz lean. Need to wake up from this bad dream. She only love you for your name. Guess it must be all the bundles of cash that make her sing. You're a king, you just need a real queen for the throne. Independent brown baller and your money is your own. She ain't working, cooking, cleaning, don't contribute to your home. All she do is take away from what you grown. I say brown boy, sell it quick. Got bitches wanna check, leash tight, no slack. Time to take that pussy back. Go and seize on that bitch. Her soul right, can't spray no Febreze on that shit. Gotta up and leave, what the fuck you mean? Don't need no dominance, at least remove her internet. She lacking basic intellect. You hate her, but you love her when you get her right. She slipping left and right when you give lip. She got you missing pecs and kissing next. She giving sex, stop giving checks. Someone she'll be giving next. And that's on God on repeat. But you flagrant, young and rich. There's lots of queens for you to meet. That won't play you like a fool, even make you something to eat. Full transition from the sipping to the fucking top. Because it's hard out here for a sin. Shows when you're trying to give your honey every sin.
Yeah, this dude's fucking super talented. Me and Crackamico need to fucking take the show on the road. Mean Machine.
Devil's advocate. I'm going to be devil's advocate.
Shut the fuck up for a second.
Come on, talk to me about me. Let's make it all about Bert.
That's what Bert likes. That's what Bert likes.
Because if it bothers people, I want to stop.
Oh, it bothers people, but it's it bothers people. Oh, it bothers people.
Joe knows that you don't have the capacity to do it is not make it all about himself. Not make it all about himself. Not make it all about himself.
You're letting people bully you and they're trying to change your thing. And your friends.
Please believe, call me a hater, but I lead the league. Y'all better stop being mean to me. You better bring out the mean machine. Racing my pocket, got that made a shocking. That too lazy popping with Birdie the topic. Now hypocrite homies is piling on top of me. Won't be my friend, I got one single policy. Please don't be mean, please don't be mean, please don't be mean, mean. Please don't be mean, please don't be mean, please don't be mean to me, to me, to me. You better bring out the mean machine, mean machine, mean machine, mean machine, mean machine. You better bring out the mean machine. Hey, Bert, alert. I'm about to take off my shirt. I smoke a pound of that bird. I put it bitch and she squirt. I might be retarded and fat and annoying, but baby, I'm making it work. I be wiping my tears from the comments with dollars, but now my boy's making it worse. Ain't no loyalty, now my heart broken. Got that boy in my back from Joe Rogan. Gotta hit back with the truth, no I'm stupid, at least I can tell when a motherfucker joking. Flexing like 84 Hogan, no factor, I fear you be teaching Tybo and Hoboken. Act like you yoke, but it's favorites and smoke, bitch, I'm leaving your toy body broken. I throw a 325 on that bitch, I take your life in it, bitch. Fuck that jujitsu, I sit on you, sweetie, you 5'6", not even the size of my shits. Oh, and you're welcome for sober October, that shit would have been boring without me. Say I make everything about me, guess I'd be cooler if I acted smart and turned into a billionaire mouthpiece. Yo, Tom Segura, listen the fuck up while I'm talking to ya. Persona non grata, I'm taking the stigmata for the team. Better sing Hallelujah, Hakatua. Skimming the fans, driving a lamb, now they can't relate. I'm slamming cans, getting hammered with them every day. It's too late for the good grace, they be knowing your fate. Going to rake every dollar you can find a way. Now you're throwing me to the wolves for the sake of surviving. Fuck crack, amigo, I don't want them on my team. Depressed and obsessive, a freaking man stresses. Despite the transgression, now we doing the right thing. Now I don't trust crack and I never will. Back on point, y'all just not understanding me. When I take my shirt off, I'm just starting a party, not living out sexual fantasies. I'm a hack, but I never shit on a stage. Ain't no pervert that's pulling my balls out. Bitch, I'm such a good friend. When you drug to rape me, I forgave you to keep us from falling out. Ari and Joe are not funny. You stars to make money.
All right. We're doing a couple more here. What we got? Just sort of, I don't know if I'm going to get fucking copyright rights on this fucking stream. Kill Phony. Let's see if it's still on the popular. Donald J. Trump and Kill Phony. We got maybe at least little snippets of at least 3. Let's see.
Oh God, boy, babe. Hey, oh God, boy, babe. All eyes on everything you say. DTJ, what the heck you were supposed to say today, but you blew it. He's Donald J. Trump and the J is for Jewish. Starting wars that have threatened our troops. Fell in love with his butt, but in Netanyahu. Guess you never stop Jews when they put their minds to it. He's Donald J. Trump and the J is for Jewish. Donnie the imposter, blame it on the quarterback and threw away the roster. Making all the miling trips, you must think you a roster. Started out with MAGA, now it's turning into Mazda. Dancing for them dollars, stripping down for Gaza. All them empty promises, think he worse than the Schwarzer. Oops, I'm in Obama. Yeah, Barack was strange, but the Donald and his owners want a different type of change. Dreidel, they gon' mold him like he clay. While they spinning it, spitting it back at our face. Let us pray. Oh God, boy, babe. All eyes down in everything you say. DTJ, what the heck you were supposed to say today, but you blew it. He's Donald J. Trump and the J is for Jewish. Starting wars that are
This dude's fucking on one. Let's do this. Let's do the Kill Tony one. I never seen. I haven't seen most of these. Like I only seen 1 or 2 of his videos, so we're all watching these together for the first time.
Moments where on Rogan's podcast, there's Ari Shaffir, Tom Segura, and Bert Kreischer, and they're all talking about how great Kill Tony is and how fun I am at making fun of people and how funny the band is at being silly and hilarious.
I said, ooh, kill him, who? Tony, murder that faggot, he too phony. Ride around 6 with a pistol on me. You a mark, you a lil jabroni. Host an open mic, you a lame-o. And it's not a podcast, it's a game show. Fuck around, I'ma take you where you can't go. Better change your name and lay low like a Jane Doe. Cuck, bitch.
All I wanna do is get rich.
Yeah.
Spend all this shit on my homies. I ain't gonna kiss up to a bitch. Cause the bitch gon' do something for me. All I wanna do is stay real. Gatekeepers can't never control me. And I've been killing everybody else. Bitch, it's time to kill phony.
I did it again. I'm draining your body and wearing your skin. I'm up in your crib. I'm tying up children and smoking your family and friends. I'm raping and penetrating until I break and erasing imaginations of motivation, of hatred, of all the fakeness, the fair what the fans wait with anticipation. And I can tell you a snake, you a fake friend. You step over your brother for someone famous. The only time you help out someone nameless is for credit of being the one who made them. You see, when I make it, I buy me a mansion. First thing I'ma do, I'ma bring the gang in. I look at my bros like we even Stevens. That's why I can never leave my Brody hanging. What happened to your 90-day fiance? Took away your furry friend and changed the last name. Scan for a green card. Wedding night couldn't get your meat hard. Tony, we know that you gay.
I'm a faggot.
Pause it. I hope that it's worth the deposits. You perform in arenas. How much does that mean when you live in your life in the closet? I'm setting my sights on a dike on a bike. Got me riding down 6 with my gun cock. I feel like I'm Netflix, cause boy, when I drop you, it's only gonna take me 1 shot. 2 for good luck. Don't give a fuck if your game show gets picked up on Netflix. I'm talking about specials. I bet when your daddy drop his and it bombs, you'll have nobody left to protect you. How the fuck you judging open micers? You a middle act that fucking bombs. Before I forget it, the only
Yeah, this dude, at Arena Hack, and then maybe this might be the last one. Joe Rogan does.
We're running towards a cliff. Stop, everybody stop. We gotta hit the fucking brakes.
Guys, I want us to make it. There's a cliff. Liberal!
We don't fuck with Rogan. We don't fuck with Tony. We don't fuck with none of y'all. You all a bunch of phonies. You'll never be New York, not even LA. Just a gang of wannabes that made me wanna say, hey, hey, hey. Why would you live in a town called Austin? Why would you live in a town called Austin? Why would you live in a place where everybody fucking gay? Why would you live in a town called Austin? Why would you live in a town called Austin? Why would you live in a place where everybody fucking gay? Hey, little Joe, you a 5-foot faggot. Hope you get beat in the head like Saget. Put down a 10-foot hat, now you best friends with RFK. Begging you to keep her at the gates, that's sad. Heck, motherfucker sticking to your ass like a magnet. A bad to the money, or you bring it to the table of the mothership. Don't play, thinking you smart. Joe, you a fool. Think you a craftsman, bitch, you a tool. I know that Mindham and C is a thief, but I never saw him hump a stool. Cold plunge into this crack water. You can't hide me away like your black daughter. Boy, you think you embarrassed? Imagine how it felt for her to be raised by a hack father. We don't fuck with Rogan. We don't fuck with Tony. We don't fuck with none of y'all. You all a bunch of phonies. You'll never be New York, not even LA. Just a gang of wannabes that made me wanna say, hey, hey, hey. Why would you move to a town called Austin? Why would you move to a town called Austin?
And if you only knew, I'm about to spill the beans on these motherfuckers. They don't even know. They give me a chance, you know what I mean? They get hungry for the wolf a chance showing what I can do.
It's that golden phony, I'm a motherfucking genius. They thought I was Gilbert, how I'm selling out arenas. The roast game god, I'm the motherfucking meanest. If I'm not on stage, then I'm sucking on a pussy. Young Rabble Bowser, I'm a killer, so don't push me. I got an Asian and I call him for some sookie. That open micer sass me, I'ma smack him on his tushy. Best not be crowd surfing, Robbie Good when you're a rookie. Bitch, better get the fuck up on my verse, you a bozo. Start him to your head and you gon' blow it like you Romo. Heard you into wrestling, so the crack gon' cut a promo. You see a bitch, you dodge a Yoshinobu Yama homo. That's a no-no, I'm in Gomo, watch me bang bang. We all embarrassed by the way you try to claim shame.
Yo. All right. I gotta get ready to I gotta book another room. I gotta go to this job. Hopefully I can book the fucking room. Fucking card fucking works. Spending so much money on these fucking hotels, dude. Pissing me the fuck off. All that crap in that fucking car could all be replaced. Like, how much is that shit all worth? Some old monitors in there. I got a trunk full of who knows what. Got some tools in there, jack, some other tools, clothes in there. I gotta figure out this tow yard car situation, get my shit out of it. I mean, the car is pretty much donezo. All rusted, fucked up, pipes dragging, low riding, springs broke. Doesn't fucking, I mean, the fucker, I don't know if I can get that thing started again. But what's my point? I don't know. It's one little opportunity, like all that shit. Like, how valuable is that shit that's in my car? Like, what's important to me right now? What do I got to focus on? I don't know. I got to go help a lady move a fucking. Did I hit her up at the 2-hour minimum? Nah, we've negotiated. I got to help her fucking carry a TV down 3 flights of stairs and put it in her car. Last time I got hired I had to help a lady carry a TV up 3 flights of stairs out of her car. It's a different lady, but I got the 2-hour minimum and she tipped me $50. It was like $40 an hour, so it was $80, and then she tipped me $50. And she didn't notice the dude. The dude was throwing away his garbage at him, helped me carry the TV up the fucking stairs. But I'm thinking about wrapping the stream up, but yeah, that Crackamico, you know, merging all these worlds, the rapping, the comedy world, these podcasters, you know, comedy blew up over these last few years. You know, everyone was during COVID, everyone was locked inside, and then they opened it up. Comedy just exploded, you know, and everyone's making all this money in these podcasts, but now it's imploding on itself. So it's just interesting, like, as you watch this stuff in the background, it's like, what else we got going on? Anything else I wanted to touch on any of these tabs? Maybe I'll pull up this OTW tab again, just see where we left off. I think it was ending.
We're supposed to be looking at the bigger picture of how we fit in to the creation and how we're a steward of it, and how we could actually be of use to the Most High in the creation of something beautiful. If we'd only see that, you know, that's really the fucking whole point.
Well said, Dick. There's all these moments of silence on fucking OTWs. Just like broadcasting kryptonite.
So we could either be like a tree, like Biff said in Back to the Future, or we can try to be like Michael, running around trying to change the past, change the future, act like we can control it anyway. I almost caught that. That was pretty good.
Michael who?
Oh, Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future. Remember Biff? Biff was like, why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? And we all sat there stunned like, yeah, I can't move if I'm a tree. I'm stuck.
Yeah, but leave is to grow. Make like a tree and grow.
Right. Send your leaves and seeds far, right?
Bud.
Spread across the land.
Making fruit. Yeah, if a bee and a flower are the same thing. Oh, the flower just sits there. But without bees, there's no flowers, and no flowers, no bees. Bees fly around. They move. On the move. All right, y'all. I don't know. It seems like this got me out of my mood. I was in a fucking mood. And I don't know, something triggered it. It got triggered on the stream. It was I don't know. There was a moment where I was talking, and then Paul's like, "Oh yeah, this comment, blah blah blah," and just like cuts me off, and it's like, I don't know, it's paranoia, or this thing where like this thing Paul does to me, like I'm talking, then all of a sudden just cut me off and go right to a comment. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like you're back, been gone for a minute. Play these fucking old games with me. I don't even know if he's playing games, dude. I don't know if I'm just paranoid and fucking. And it's something about fucking bringing up like me being on the land and then, you know, like anyone else, like Jack Talcott. I don't know, dude. It just fucking set me off to where it's like what I'm dealing with most things in my life, dude. It's just like I want to depend on me. Like I don't, like maybe I went through phases where I like depended on other people, or I don't really know how to language this shit out, but it's like, I don't know. It just got me in a fucking mood where I'm like, fuck this, dude. Like, I'm going to fucking change this shit. Like, yeah, we could have comrades and amigos, but fuck this shit, dude. Fuck everyone's opinions. Fuck me worrying about people's opinions, and just figure this fucking shit out. This place is fucked, dude. Most people don't have fucking answers, and we'll come together as a community. Like, the primary thing for me is to find a woman, like have a child, and then just go through all the fucking nonsense with that. Like the state trying to get involved, or you're not sending them to school. Like, do my thing with a family. Like, that has to be primary importance. Me getting a woman, having children, having some land, and just taking it from there. And like, yeah, other relationships are going to be important, but there's going to be nothing more important than like me and my family and how I move and how I fucking navigate this world and the decisions and the moves I make to fucking make my life better and live how I think I need to live. And for some reason, I think that comes down to being in jail, and that would suck, like to be in jail, like to have a wife and children. But I think that's where all the good men need to be right now. We all need to be in fucking jail. There's no other place to be. And maybe it's the best place for me. At least it'll keep me off the weed and fucking keep me disciplined in some way. But careful what you wish for. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I get these crazy thoughts in my head, and it's like inevitable that I just end up in jail. But regardless, I still should make an effort to like try to start a family, even though I'm older. I'm 51 years old. How old is the woman going to be I'm going to attempt to make a family with? These are just fucking thoughts going through my head. Like, I'm just like sick of other people, dude. Other people's ideas and other people's fucking thoughts. And I just want to focus on me and just fucking what I think is right. Make the moves, mistakes, no mistakes. Just fucking, I don't know. What the fuck am I rambling about? Just woman prospecting. Yeah, but they'll come to you, dude. You don't have to go find them. They find you, dude. They choose you. Like if you're on point and you're doing your thing, they're gonna come for you, bro. You know, like, and that's probably how it should be. Like, you go out like looking for them. You're gonna choose the wrong thing, or it's just not gonna work out. Like, if you're on point and you got something going on, they're gonna fucking find you. They're gonna look you up. They're going to get in your DMs. They're going to contact you. They're going to show the fuck up. Trust me. If you got that shit going, like this glow that I talked about that sometimes I could get when I'm in the mode, off the weed, working a lot, working hard, physically, mentally, spiritually, because that's when I'll get out of these moods. You know, a lot of it is when I'm working and making money that things start to change. If I'm off weed, working, making money, staying healthy in a variety of ways, like that's attractive to these women, right? And they'll start reaching out to you. And before you know it, like you're gonna have like your pick. So I gotta handle a few things over here and get to this job. Should we end it on a fucking crack and meat track? Let's do that. Let's put Mr. Crackamico back up on here and end with one of his songs. We'll pick one out. Let's see. Fuck it. We'll just end it with this one. All right, y'all. Have a good one. I'll see you later.
Oh yeah, there is a new Crack Amico, right? We haven't done the cracks one. I haven't seen it yet. Let's see it. I think it's against
it is.
Bert and Tom.
Yeah, it is.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Let's watch it. You know what? I love Crack Amico. Let me make this very clear.
We already saw the Bert and Tom one. Let's see. Fuck England. Fuck it. The Rogan bump. All right, fuck England, whatever. See what this is.
Yeah, stupid ass bitch. This shit too easy, goddamn. Corny ass tea sipping bitch. It's crack. Migo. Hey, 1776. Georgie pulled up with a stick. Like, boy, get the fuck on my dick. Bodies on bodies gon' drop when I walk in. I'm fucking his wife and I'm beating his kid. And I'm killing his mama and fucking his daddy. Pull up with the Glock and he going outside. Lit up his whole block, got the Red Coast mad. You know everybody British, I'm a motherfucking faggot. That's on guard, bitch.
Fuck England. And the Queen can suck my dick. Fuck England. Fish and chips, 10 crumpets in my penis. There's a list of what you eat if you from England. So fuck England.
Bitch, hey, let me get the record straight. How many times I'ma show I'm the real Crack Amico when you won't even show your face? This is not up for debate. Put me on a Vegas stage, still to show like I'm a thief. You got a mask to conceal everything but them ugly motherfucking teeth. On Twitter acting like he me. Gee, little buddy, the streets ain't safe, come see, little buddy. Thought he with a body in Roberto Cavalli. I'm popping a shotty at every bit of sea, little buddy. Never back down, that's a common anomaly. Ain't nobody faster, man, I'm at the top of velocity. Honestly, I'm astonishing and probably promising dominance. So Stewie's mommy till she's hopping and wobbly. Georgie pulled up with a stick. Like, boy, get the fuck on my dick. Bodies on bodies gon' drop when I walk in. I'm fucking his wife and I'm beating his kid. And I'm killing his mama and fucking his daddy. Pull up with the Glock and he going outside. Lit up his whole block, got the Red Coast mad. You know everybody British, I'm a motherfucking faggot. That's on guard, bitch.
Fuck England. British office wasn't funny. Fuck England. I can't tell if you retarded or from England. Motherfucker, pussy faggot, bitch ass England.
1776.
My bad. I wanted to end it on Gorilla Season, but I can't. Where the fuck is it that I had Gorilla Season? Let's see. I gotta find it then.
The Netherlands, 3rd to 10th century. The red area.
You know how this goes, right? There's levels to this shit. Standing on truth and not wavering. But these folks want to talk.
Yeah, this ain't a season, it's a sermon. Yeah, still spine, eyes straight ahead, silver tongue, evolution with purpose. You feel that drum line in your chest, your heart chakra won't give a rest. That's the call to stand for something. Yeah. Yeah, gorilla season, that's a bloodline reason.
truth stay breathing while the fake ones weaken. Y'all chase trends, I'm tending temples, building bonds that don't bend when it's stressful. Imagine being in the foxhole, praying like an apostle, and the only thing that'll stop you from giving up in front of the obstacle is a man fighting next to you, screaming, I got you. You scroll for a more of the rent. I'm in the trench with intent, truth paying the rent. They quote real till the deal gets signed, then peel off fast when the heat's on the line. Something that's been stuck in my mind is if I start diving money made versus drama looping time. You find this drama looping slaves work about $3 an hour, that's fine. But don't they know we can press rewind, begin to search and find all that line about getting on my level and how to climb. I don't flex clout, I flex conviction. This is permanent red ink, not a subscription. Feed addiction, your timeline faith evaporates quick. Mine built brick by brick, no algorithmic trick. We're talking conviction. Imagine you trying to build a house, but the BQ print is missing. You ain't got a pot to piss in, a window to keep the wind out. What is this? In search of consensus. White gorilla, I'ma need a witness.
It's gorilla season, dollar season. No off switch, no treason. Truth don't trend, truth don't trend. It's a lifelong reason. Y'all just posting for a buzz of light. We be building systems that survive the night. Y'all just posting for a buzz of light. We building systems that survive the night.
I seen prophets turn profit, then vanish in the mist. Spiritual rifters with a sponsorship list. You was woke to the check clear clean, now your conscience on mute. You off the team, but the best part of this gorilla thing is the jungle been know to bring a certain unsettling, meddling with the vision scene. I'm talking camouflage, green and brown, hot with the metal grain. Crouch real low, stop breathing, hold your chest. We hold truth like a family crest, checking lies like we bench press stress. Accountability's the new revolution. Mutual correction, that's real evolution. You talk loyalty, I live that code. Got brothers who would die before they drop that load. Every word that I write, I could back in flesh. Your authentic brand, just merch at best. But now you stress, cause you got a shopping cart, but it's not adding up. Use your mathematics, bruh, instead of the numerology got you stuck.
It's gorilla season, gorilla season. No off switch, no treason. Truth don't trend, truth don't trend. It's a lifelong reason. Y'all just posting for applause and light. We building systems that survive the night. Y'all just posting for applause and light. We building systems that survive the night.
Gorilla don't follow trends, we set vibration. Perennial flame through each generation. No filters, no slogans, no borrowed creed. Just roots and deeds and a soul that bleeds. I don't kneel the metrics, I kneel the meaning, planting truth seeds. While the cloud fiends scheme and they scream real talk, but they talk rehearse. Selling virtue by the verse, man, the script got worse. I'm calling back the tribe, the align, the aware. The ones who build truth like a solar flare. It's there, cause every lie's just a tax on breath. And gorilla don't pay that debt.
We gorilla season, that higher reason. When the ponies fade out and the real start breathing. No slogans, no stunts, no treason. This truth we live in perennial season.
Civilization is crumbling. God bless you.